Amandla awethu Amandla awethu Amandla awethu Mata Aruna Amata Aruna Matimba Aina Matimba Aina Manda Ashu Manda Ashu. Thank you very much, Program Director, Comrade Mandela, Provincial Secretary of Mpumalanga. Bona le nto we acting chairperson ibekelwe phezulu. Provincial Secretary up. We act because chairperson not deputy but incapacitated. The constitution is dynamic. Thank you very much. Beslindel by NEC members as a resident up in Mpumalanga as abakhona up. Zonke. Oregina, Osindi, Ugu Jackson, Ubusindi. Okay. The funas back on resident NEC members. Class figure in the province and go Sindi. Uamba not Jackson Mtembu. The spokesperson say UDF Salap in Mpumalanga. I-host yethu i-PC yalapha ikhokelwe nguMandla Ndlovu ne-RC zonke ezikhoyo. Ucherwa ndiyambona akafuna ukuphatha. Cherwa uphethe siseGersibande phatha. Okay. Onke ama-branches ne-members e-ANC ezikhoyo apha. Allies zethu, comrades, I always raise this issue. Yokuthi kawutange allies ANC uzibiza in a particular order. Awuyo free for all. Qala nge-Communist Party, uze nge-COSATU, uze nge-SANCO. There are reasons for this, comrades. The Communist Party described Alfred Nzongo 85 as the most reliable ally that takes up issues the National Democratic Revolution serious. Iyo ke lando siqala ngayo, iCOSATU is a legal successor yeSACTU. ISANCO sidibanise township-based civic organization into a single national organization in 1992, last born. Kaqala last born, ubizi first born, ayenziwa loo nto. In-league zethu, the youngest but the oldest, i-Veterans League, omama, yabona ke kaninxibe ezabhulawuzi zenibahle ndiyayithanda mna loo nto. And they stand as applause, the Women's League. Now, I was complaining, Guguti, and waboni ama yanga in uniform. And waboni, ndifuna wabona in uniform, ama yanga. Okay. Youth League. I-Youth League bendithetha nayo apha izolo members zayo ndithi kuzo njengoba sisiyenkomfeni ye-Youth League izawufuna sidibanise intloko and not elect leadership ye-Youth League because of where he comes from or uthandwa ngubani. Because kasenze loo nto siba ne-Youth League ethetha like the mother body. Funeka i-Youth League ibe ne-energy. I-Youth League iphume emgceni. Sibe ne-job yokunqanda i-Youth League. Can't have Youth League sithi xa siyinika free education. Sithi ka sine-worry over where will we get the money, ne-Youth League ibe naloo mali. I-Youth League can't have a problem uba imali izawuvela phi. Youth League mayirane ngokuba kufike i-free education yi-demand yayo. Thina as the mother body worry about where the money will come from. Enkosi. Here comrade meeting celebrating 100 years and 6 years, 106 years, 106 years of the ANC. Happy birthday, ANC, happy birthday. And anybody, any organization that is of this age will have gone through various stages. Yabona mos organization ifana nomuntu uyazalwa ukhase uqinqe ume ngezinto uqala ucathula uhambe kancane ubaleke ukhulu ube mdala uphuma uboya kwindawo ebezingena boya bujiko boya bemhlophe. That is a development of a living organism. So ANC has gone through the stage. It has grown, it has matured, it has declined, and every time that happened, the ANC had to find a new growth trajectory. And we're at that stage now. We had another time of growth. Samachorisha. Iti graph yethu ijonge phansi. We'll have to peel it up. Now we wanna peel a graph that it is pointing down. We wanna ngokuthi the peak in our elections was in 2004. Since 2004, after every election we have declined. After every election we have declined. That means our graph is pointing downwards. We have a responsibility to find a new growth strategy. And the opportunity is now. If we lose that opportunity, comrades, we'll never grab it again. Now, that is why, after you elected us, we took a resolution on our feet to undertake what we called a revolutionary pilgrimage. The pilgrimage is about ukuhambela i-ancestors ze-ANC, ukuhambela inkosi, ukuhambela amasondo. And the reason for that is that we are tracing our route. That's why, as we started the year, siqale in the kwithuna likababu Oliver Tambo, the longest serving president of the ANC in history. Safika sabeka imbali. Sadlula saye KZN. Safika pa KZN savakashela ulanga libali ledube. Savakashela uJosiah Gumede. Savakashela uAlbert Luthuli. Savakashela ikhaya lika Isaka Seme. Saya komkhulu kwiking yakwaZulu eNgonyama. Safika sathi siyayazi ukuthi inkosi nekumkani were part of forming the ANC. Satsho sathi siyazi ukuthi ukumkani uDinizulu wayekhona kwi-initiatives zokufonyiswa kwe-ANC. Sadlula sa-Eastern Cape, xa sifika pha saya kwaMandela, saya kwikhaya likaXhuma ubathini Xhuma, saya kwikhaya lika James Galata, saya engcwabeni lika WB Khubusana, sahamba sobona ikhaya lika Raymond Mhlaba, sobona ikhaya lika Stofile, sabona ingwevu ze-ANC that are still alive. And this is what we call the revolutionary pilgrimage. Last weekend, beseLimpopo, siye kwikhaya lekumkani yamavenda, uThoni Mphephu Ramapulana. Safika pha, sathi sidlula apha ngoba nizinkosi. Sadlula sobona inkosi zamaTsonga Mashangana. Sedlula sobona izindlu zikaSikhukhuni. So le pilgrimage izawuqhubeka, sizawuza apha eMpumalanga. Xa silapha kuzawufuneka nise kwindawo ezinamaqhawe e-ANC, nisise ezinkosini. Funeka siyofika kweza nkosi, kweza kumkani zamaNdebele. Funeka sizibone iinkosi zamaSwati. EzamaTsonga ke naMashangane ziye kuliya besikuyo eLimpopo. Kodwa yena kasilapha kazikhona sazibona, because sithi ezinkosini zonke ezilali ii-members ze-ANC zihlala in your areas. So sinikeni a general permission of campaigning in your areas. Kwendawo kwezihambileyo kuzo, we've been given this general permission. Ukuthi basiphazamile saye enkosini, sesiyinikiwe permission. Now, the conference ke comrade, ye-ANC ye-54, isenzele omnye umhlola nje. Yathi sizaphasa zii-factions. Abanye baye-NDZ, abanye bayi-CR. Siyangena pha. I-delegates ze-ANC zenza umhlola. Zathatha u-CR, zathatha abantu kuya, zathatha abantu ku-NDZ, zasidibanisa. Zathi asifuni CR, asifuni NDZ, sifuna i-ANC. Now we're hoping, comrade, ukuthi as members, niza accept le directive ye-delegates yokuthi what the ANC singachwenzani apha ngokuthi wena uyi-NDZ, wena uyi-CR, we are members of the African National Congress. Now uyabona ke ka conference ene-10 njengale siphuma kuyo, kubakho into ezininzi. Abanye bakhale ukuthi kune-triumphalism, siyaphejwa, asiphethwanga kakuhle. Kodwa uthi kasowubhekela kufitshane, aba bathi kune-triumphalism bane-provocation. Uthi kunenkokeli ufuna u-akhawunta apho uthanda khona. Xa ubethelwa ukuziphatha kwakho, uthi uyaphejwa. Uba ngaba awuyenzi into yokurecognize i-leadership ekhoyo, awuphejwa, uyabethwa. And awubethwa uba mawenzakale, uyaqeqeshwa. Ubuyazi embuthweni xa kukhethwe i-leadership, lo leadership iyahlonitshwa. I-ANC today ikhokelwe yiBuffalo, Pondo Zenyathi. Khokele yena i-president ye-ANC. Funeka ngabikho doubt and double speak about that. Udebutazwe enye indoda engena-ID ekuthiwa ngu-Unity. Iyamdebutayiza le ndoda. Sasiyibuza iphi laa ndoda ekuthiwa ngu-Unity. Iyamdebutayiza. Uchaiperson, comrade, ndim. Ndizawuniphatha for 5 years. 5 years niphethwe ndim. Yo. Hey. Nivelelwe. Nivelelwe. Kukhethwe mnye uchaiperson for 5 years. Nivelelwe nto zakuthi. And uba umameli ndiyakukhupha emitingini. unobhala ngu-Ace Makajula. Sanubhalela i-SMS ne-WhatsApp kum. Zithumeleni ku-Ace. Now sithumela kum for 10 years. I know you can be abusive kanithanda. Kodwa kanitshintshe into zakuthi ngoku. Nisithumele phaa ku-Ace. Uncedwa nguJesse Duarte. Unandyebo nguPaul Mashatile. Yi-top 6 ye-ANC leyo. Funeka niyazi into yoba siyi-6. Asiyo 3-3, asiyo 4-2, asiyo 1-5, siyi-6. Was-6. Yi-accepteni le nto nto zakuthi. La 6 ke icherishwa ndim nto zakuthi. Funeka namkele nale indawo. Now, this year has been declared the year of Nelson Mandela. Renewal, unity, and jobs. And it is still. It's the year of Nelson Mandela. Renewal, unity, and jobs. This is the year. And the focal points clearly, comrade, for every cadre of the ANC is everyone deployed, is renewal, unity, and the economy. It is the year of Nelson Mandela, not just to eulogize, you know, Moskata Ngokeli, Sitani Dokwa eulogy. We eulogize our leaders. When we say a year is the year of Oliver Tambo, or it's a year of Nelson Mandela, we don't want eulogy. We want to draw lessons from the attributes that those leaders brought to the ANC. Oliver Tambo gave us a description for Nelson Mandela. Oti, I want to quote this one. Oti, as a man, Nelson Mandela is passionate, emotional, sensitive, quickly stung by bitterness and retaliation, by insult and patronage. He is dedicated and fearless. That's Mandela. Now, kuzo zonke ke attributes, I love the one of being fearless. Yabona mos, when you are elected to lead, fear is a sickness. If you fear, you are given a responsibility to lead, and you fear, you are going to commit mistakes, you are going to stumble, you are going to listen to everything that is said to you. Now, we must, as leaders, all of us, Jackson, not only 6, 86 of us in the NEC, we must be fearless. We must be fearless. We must be able to take difficult decisions. Equally, as we take those difficult decisions, it is the duty of leaders to analyze and mitigate risks. Ubungena nje ehlathini ukhokele because kuyaqhwatywa. Yabona mos, baqhwatywa. Omama begigizela kiki bedidiyeza. Uzakwenza ama mistake because you are following your heart, not your brain. It is dangerous for any leader to follow the heart, not the brain. You must achieve what you want to achieve with the minimum risk of accidents. Now, if you combine these attributes to that of Oliver Tambo, Oti, I describe he was very constructive in engaging with criticism. How to Uyingokelo yathukwa. Kodwa Mantashe is Mantashed. Umantashe is Mantashed. Bakuthuka mos. But when the U-turn, therefore when you make a U-turn, you have Mantashed. You must be constructive in dealing with that criticism. Make them understand that every leader has views, but those views get tempered in the structures of the ANC. Once you get to a meeting and a decision is taken, your view counts for nothing. What counts is the decision of a structure. You can go to the NEC very angry, une view is strong, uxoxwe ku-NEC, kuthathwe a decision. Once ithathwe a decision, that is what you propagate. You have not Mantashed. You are propagating decision of a structure. You are loyal to your decisions. You appreciate the value of democratic centralism. Now, this lesson must go to all members of the ANC. All members of the ANC must appreciate that if the president of the ANC, uthi, I'm still talking to President Jacob Zuma, there's no need yokumthuka. Need that decision go. You know one chap called Chris Vick, Utizon. Where are Cyril's balls? Where are Cyril's balls? Now, we have one of us, a journalist or an analyst. If when the indonga ikabanganga and you get into trouble, long time, listen to the structures, report back to them, explain the processes, and take decisions. Only that should be the basis for patience. But where we want to be, there is no disagreement. That in itself is a good starting point. Now, in tactics, is the responsibility of leadership to achieve the same objective, and we must accept it, comrade. Now, the unity of the movement is very important. It is not a function of talking about it. Unity is unity maqabane sicule apha. That's not the unity. Unity is a function of unity of purpose and commitment to execute the program of our movement. It is a function of comrades reaching out to one another. Uba benisilwa Mpumalanga any perspective different. Go to that comrade, talk to him. Yabona ngoku ne-provincial PGC. Funeka nivalue chairperson, not deputy. Don't throw yourself into a hat. Talk to one another. Try to reach a consensus. Who will really lead this province successfully? Who can deputize him? Don't take Lamaktabanonga Funbango chairperson. Niwaye. You know, Siegler National Conference, Senate delegates is 7. They fought it out. We ended the conference in at 2. But by the time they figure up, there are many casualties. Ningangeni kulo risk, thethani ngoku. Thethani. You have a duty and an obligation to engage. But if you are in the trenches, anezukwazi, comrade. Now, you know, sometimes people like talking to their own faction. They talk to the like-minded. You are not adding value. Talk to people who have different views. Engage that comrade. Show that comrade why do you think in a particular way. That is what will take us to the unity. Masiphume ku factions, comrade. Masiphume kuma trenches. We must work for the unity of the African National Congress. Unity is the basis of our movement. It is the basis of our movement making progress. The letter from Robben Island prisoners to Cabo Conference in 1985 summarizes the power of unity. Let me read that one. In the course of history, the ANC has survived countless storms and risen to preeminence party because of the sterling quality of its members. Now, I want to, because you are members of the ANC, the ANC in the course of its history has survived countless storms and risen to preeminence party because of the sterling quality of its members. Ubangaba equality yenu as members doesn't add value. Goguti members of the ANC think, members of the ANC look into issues critically, then we are in trouble. They go further, and the quality of the party. What is the quality of the ANC? I will come back to that. Because each member regarded himself or herself as the principal guardian of this unity. So a unit, your responsibility, national leadership, is the responsibility of each and every member of the ANC. Now, to lose sight of this basic principle, comrade, is to sell our birthright, to betray those who paid the highest price so that the ANC should flourish and triumph. That is a letter from Robben Island to Kabwe in 1985. And it is so relevant to us today that equality of every member of the problem can go. Comrade Jackson, ukuthi sine-ANC evuliweyo. Some come to it with the intention of harming it. Some come to the ANC with the ANC of individual personal material benefit. Some come to the ANC for prestige. If we can ensure that every member of the ANC understand the individual responsibility of a member, if we are united, comrade, we'll storm the current storm, we'll weather the current storm, and we will be able to renew our movement. And such renewal entails the following. We must break all signs of cult of personality, where we worship leaders, instead of bringing critical ideas that will contribute to the direction of the organization. Uyabona mos, ikona lento ye cult abekai. Ikona. Iqala ke ngengoma ezi. But asishba sanucula ingoma ngengokheli. Kodwa it must not be a personality cult. Ufumanisa bakayifikile inkokheli, we go on our knees. Because we let that leader go through a river full of crocodiles, sizibone crocodiles. Because we can't say no, kune crocodiles there. Siyakhwaba nje, siyakhwaba nje, siyakhwaba nje. Inkokheli will derive its strength sayo, the ability to lead, from us being able to bring critical ideas to the thinking process of the organization. Singayikhonzi. Ninganikhonza kodwa mna. No, akhonto wrong kulona. National Chaiperson bana. Izawuthini. Okay. Okwesibini, gatekeeping must stop, comrade. Where we allow only people who agree with us to join the organization, where if forms abantu disappear from the branch file, xa kuyiwe conferencing, so that bangayi kwi-BGM, ngoba bavumelana, that must come to a stop. Don't take comrades out of the file. Talk to them. Convince them to your position. But every member of the ANC must participate in a legitimate activity of the African National Congress. A bulk buying of membership. A type of figure, it forms Gwalsi board, if it is Galele, we auditors. Membership goes to the branch. A branch, approve a membership, you become part of the member. Ubangaba, Branch Secretary akazithatha forms go to your regional secretary. Umxelele ukuthi jonga, the the forms. Branch Secretary doesn't want to take them. Ubagava, go to the provincial office. Ufike ucele ubike. That problem will be resolved. But ubuva uzane 2,000 forms get bought in one day. They will look suspicious, comrade. Bring them to the branches, you recruit them. Don't keep your own file. Because every new member must be inducted, must be taken through a program, make every member of the ANC understand the organization. We must build a membership that has a political life in the ANC. High membership is in numbers for voting in conferences. Members of the ANC must have political life in the African National Congress. And if Zizabana a political life, it means a branch must have a program. That program must include taking up issues that affect our people. A branch ANC, Mainga outsource irresponsible of taking up issues that affect our bagut. Ebona. Ubangaba ndifumani complain 80 by University of Mpumalanga. Is subcontractors ezipha. Uba has no connection with us in the ANC, ziyakhutshwa. We have a responsibility as the leadership of the ANC to address that, because we don't lead ourselves and those who love us. We lead society. Every entrepreneur initiative, your business, we can't kick out a contractor from work as the African National Congress. Because when we do that, we're giving away our responsibility of leading society. In society, are not only members of the ANC, are not only those who love us, are not only those who support us, it's every person or shalanati that is a member of society must have trust in the ANC. We must recruit more members. We must grow the ANC. And we must induct and train our members. It is this renewed organization, comrade, that can implement our serious resolution on the economy. Afika late up. Ayacula. Because they have not understood the buffalo timekeeping. They have not understood the buffalo timekeeping. One of the things is the we start things on time. Uba start 10, we start at 10. Uba uko, so ufika ucula ngela kwixesha. Xwexwa ungene siyakuba apha. That is buffalo timekeeping. Yabona ke, all members of the NEC, zifika sesiyigqibile political overview, because ziqhele ukuthi siqale meeting ngo-10, siyiqale ngo-12. Zifike ngo-12, zifike siyigqibile political overview. Very important culture of the organization, let's start our meetings on time. Because other people leave everything to be in the stadium at 10. Yabona pa East London, with January 8th, Abantu babengayiqondi. Saqala on time. Bafika abantu late. There's a new sheriff in town. They must wake up. There's a new sheriff in town. By once, he rallies London. Abantu ANC don't know what to do. They are used to finishing a rally at 4. Pelile Lord. Atule ngolama comrade. Now, we've taken very serious resolutions in Nasrec. Yabona ke comrade Cindy, ngoba ndikhulele esondweni. Xa bendibuza abantu bandikhethwe ndikhethwe Nazareth. Khethwe Nazareth. Besinengova ngapha eNazareth sakhethwa. Now, when we talk of radical economic transformation, comrade, I want to repeat what opened me up for attack, Comrade Jackson. Yoguti, radical economic transformation is not just a policy. It's more a call to action. We must do things. We must do them radically. We must do them differently. We must address the question of ownership of the economy. We must address the question of control. We must address the question of management. If we don't do that, we can shout a radical economic transformation 10 times. It's not going to happen. Into ezakwenzeka kuyabona ke mos kule debate, there are people who want to push us to the right of the PAC and make us an anti-white organization. No, the ANC is not anti-white. It has always stood against white domination. It is not about grabbing what is owned by the 8.2% white section of the population. It is about building wealth for black South Africans. You must be able to count the millionaires that has emerged in your municipality, in your region, in your province. If we don't generate millionaires, e-control and ownership is not going to happen, comrade. You know, there's an Afrikaans expression, erfgeld is swerfgeld. Erfgeld is swerfgeld. Ubuyiphiwe la wealth, abanye bayiphiwa mos. Bawini tender yokwenza indlela engena unebhayisekile. Ayocela omnye amenzele afumane imali for free. He is going to blow that money away within no time because akayazi how wealth is created and built. Akana patience. Ufuna imali eninzi ngoku. We must build entrepreneurs, support them, build them into millionaires. Ezo millionaires must create decent jobs. And that's why we talk of radical economic transformation. Now, I know that amakomani is kausita abantu mabezityebi. Art is un-Marxist. No such. Yabona uMarx was sponsoring Engels. Engels was rich. To execute socialism, Comrade Majuba, you need patriotic business people to fund it. Uvele Masoko. We must have people abayazi intoba kukho struggle esisthatha to the next level and be ready to fund it. That's why you must not be jealous when you see a black person becoming wealthy. Yabona mosithi cultures now. If you see a black person becoming wealthy, first question ukuthi uyibephi le mali? Le mali unobuyinikwe yi-ANC. No, ANC nayo must redeem itself by not only supporting those who are connected to them. support entrepreneurs, grow them, create millionaires. Singabiko ashamed unakunezityebi apha because xa usetrableni ezaa sityebi zimnyama sisakunceda. Then we'll take control. Now, and amabhulu, comrade, are not going to give away their wealth to us. Akazusipha. We'll have to nudge them to create space for black South Africans to be wealthy. They must give away some of those privileges. We must nudge them. We are responsible for the state. We are in government. We have the space and capacity to do so as a SABC. On the land question, comrade, we can't resolve a land question if we're not talking about the wars of dispossession. Lo mhlaba wathathwa njani? Kwafika bani wathatha lo mhlaba comrade Jirwa uthi ngamaplus. Let's go to that history. I grew up in the Eastern Cape. I know every boundary that was set, the colonizers. From the Bragg River to the Fish River to the Kiskama River to the Kai River to the Kume River, every time it shifted, I know. When Amangesi set in no man's land unilaterally, I know exactly where that is. It's between the Kiskama and the Fish River. It's the very rich soil of the province. We must talk about that so that Gasu restore to the people. See us, what do we restore? Now, if we don't, so shout and expropriation without compensation. I am putting for comrade to talk about this. If we're going to be successful with that expropriation without compensation, first step, all governments at all levels, is to assist our people use land that is already available productively. Awunawuthi ufuna omnye umhlaba awukwazi ukulima negadi. Uzakwenzani ngomhlaba ungakwazi ulima igadi? Uba abantu bakuthi can't use the land is lying fallow because abanazo resources. All levels of government must assist them babe ne-implements zokulima. Qala balime la akhoyo amasimi makalinywe. Number 2, umhlaba esihleli phezu kwawo as the state must release as fast. That we can do immediately, comrades. Thirdly, ubra kusunomthetho pha ubeka isilingi ye-ownership. Uthi akhona refuneka more than 12,000 hectares of land. It's a lot of land, 12,000. It's big. But let's say iyenzeka. Khona mara no 30,000, no 21,000 and so forth eSwazi. But if we put that ceiling, any land beyond that must be the first candidate expropriation. Now, I'm putting now practical steps that we should step because abanye kan bamamela. But I think mafana expropriation without compensation means grab land from whites, give it to blacks. It's not the case. That's why we had the clauses in the resolution 80. Must he protect the economy too? Must he protect the food production and food security? Yabona ngondisa apha. Ndingqumla apha eGersibane. Ndiyajonga apha. Sihamba namadoda ngodraw sithi sencokola apha emotweni. Sithi hey, singawagxotha la madoda emhlabeni kodwa ayalima. Ayalima. Now sifuna kubekho amadoda amnyama alima equally. And then move on. Skills revolution. Yabona ngathanga not free education. There's nothing called free education. Yandova Jackson. Then dismissal as long as doesn't. Because somebody pays for it. Because what's the money free? So if I no more you pay from life. No, somebody pays for it. That's why a beneficiary of that program must be serious. Uba unikwe access to free education because you are in a family earning 350,000 and below. In return, you must perform and pass. If you don't pass, you must be punished. Then I go free. It's about you becoming a provider of skills. And once you provide that skill, comrade, there will be less and less dependence of our country on foreign skills. Now, we've been given tasks of the movement. Task Yokala is a deliberate program to renew our organization. 2, we must work to restore and improve the integrity and credibility of the movement. The ilinga geleyo nendo eti, we must confront corruption and state capture. Test it was because Comrade Mandela, ayikho into painful njengoba uthi ungena wena kuthi oh angena amasela ANC. That is about integrity and credibility of the ANC. Yeah, that is the thing that creates a trust deficit between the people and the ANC, because few comrades who actually loot give that reputation to all of us. Yabona ngoku, njengoba change of guard, I can tell you that I'm noticing something called exit looting. Ama comrade, ati makebe kakhulu before achinjwe. Exit looting. We must fight it, we must defeat it. Ayo yabo la mali, yimali kahulumende to serve the people. We must take the answer to the people. Yabona namhla Elukwatini. Only the ANC can have a big rally like this in Elukwatini. Yeah. I go down, Elukwatini. Yeah. Elukwatini. Ndiyabaqala la ke mna Elukwatini. Le ndawo ndandigqitha kuyo ndisiya kweni mine lapha kwakuthiwa ngumtsoli. Asbestos. At the end of this road, uzofika eMtsoli Jackson. Uba awuyanga khona ungena eSwaziland. We must unify our country, we must unify society, and we must unify the ANC. We must mobilize all our allies and social partners behind the program of the ANC. Now, these are the tasks given to us in the January 8 statement. Sifuna unicela ke bantu bakuthi ukuthi get copies of the January 8 statement. Every branch must have a copy, read it, discuss it, understand it, try to do what you are directed to do, because it's a clarion call to all the members of the ANC. Amanda. Pagamara Pusa.
All right, those were live proceedings straight from the ANC.
Now is the time for a united front. Now is the time for team spirit. Now is the time for a rock solid goal. Now is the time for a rock solid. Unity, unity, unity. Nelson Mandela, the list is endless. Unity, Obunye, Ubuntu, Imbumba, Shanganani, Makabani, Shanganani.
Comrade Malindi.
Sizosika ikhekhe.
Of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe, actually not giving much in terms of what is expected in terms of today's meeting. Also making some corrections to say that no, today they will be meeting as officials. They won't be meeting with the president of the country, Jacob Zuma. He is pleading with the media, analysts and South Africa at large to say that let us give Cyril Ramaphosa a chance as the president of the ANC. He says he believes in his leadership, and when the time is right, he will communicate in terms of what will happen. But when I asked him in terms of when can we expect a decision in terms of the transition issue, what he says that he emphasized that we still have to wait. The president of the ANC will communicate everything once the time is right. So there it is. We still have to wait as South Africans, members of the ANC and supporters will still have to wait, and people of the country as well. It's back to you in studio.